Hello, welcome to the new video of Dynasty War, and today we're gonna talk about Lady Lingqi, just like that. Okay, I haven't really talked about a hero just by himself or herself in a long time. Usually, I talk about skill or something else. But I mean, a long time ago, I do videos like kind of like a brief description of their abilities, their skills, and how good or what are they good for, and basic stuff about that. And I haven't done it for a long time, but since Lady Lingqi is a very special hero, especially as a 777 amulet hero, which takes a lot of saving to get and a lot of luck, a lot of luck plus a lot of saving. So we should talk about that. So first, let's talk about her skill. Her main skill is called Flying Snow. Right now, mine is still at 8 out of 10. If you want to know more details about the skill, obviously you can check out the up that skill video of me talking about Lady Lingqi and her awakening skill. But right now, I'm just gonna say that she does focus on killing hero, and that's her main attribute of her character, of her hero. Right now, she can freeze up to 4 seconds, and then at awakening, it's 6 seconds. A lot of damage, all right? But before we go into how we use her, let's talk about partnership, because partnership is always very important. And I always talk about partnership because as an archer hero, partnership is quite important for any archer hero because they have low HP, they have low DPS. So, and their skill might actually depend on these attributes more than the other heroes. And that is why we need to talk about Lady's partnership. So when do you want to get Lady, or when should you decide, okay, I'm going for Lady or another 777? It's the partnership. Honestly, if you look at the partnership, it's really important. You need two other unparalleled heroes. You need Lubu and Heroine. Lubu gives you 29% HP, Heroine gives you 27% damage. And then the last one, you need a 6-star and then a 3-star, which is relatively easy, and you get 19% of the HP. And her partnership for HP, it's important because, I mean, both of them are important. HP is important because Archer Hero, I always talk about Archer Hero, low HP, low DPS anyways. So if you don't even have this, it kind of make your hero really, really easy to die. Now, the damage partnership, yes, it increases the DPS, but as you may think, well, you don't really need her own DPS because you really like her skill. And guess what? Her skill actually depended on her DPS. So if you don't have the damage partnership, your damage will be a little bit lower. Now, although it says 27% here, this 27% applies to the DPS right here, the 444 right now. The damage right here listed on the skill is actually related to the DPS. There's some sort of equation that I think only the game developers would know. That relates this damage. I mean, basically, they use the 444 here and calculate the 1157 in some equation that we don't know. Obviously, it accounts for the skill level as well. So, if you compare one 8 out of 10 Lady Lingqi at level 50 without the damage partnership, compare that damage to right here, it's not going to be a 27% difference, maybe a couple tens to 100. But as you go at a higher and higher level, the difference will be bigger and bigger because it's still a percentage, so it's proportional to the total damage. That is why the heroine partnership is also important, because you really want the maximum of her damage, so you don't want to miss anything like that. And if we just look at her base attribute, at level 50, it's not even 3000 HP and 444 DPS. For Archer heroes, I mean, there's only 4 7-star Archer heroes. Lady obviously has the highest of everything, highest HP, highest DPS within the 4 heroes. So, in order to get the highest, definitely you need to get all the partnership. And you might say, well, you can kind of use treasure or the hero seal to make up for the partnership that you don't have. That is true, but those are really based on luck, very luck based. You need to be very lucky in the first place to get the right treasure or the right hero seal, and then you need to be very lucky to get the percentage on the attribute that you want on the treasure. And then you also need to be very lucky to get the right attribute and the right amount in the hero seal. And it's still only a little bit. You can't cover 29% of the HP from treasure or hero seal. You can't cover for that missing damage with the partnership from damage. And the getting hero, getting Imperial Hero, getting the Imperial Hero is luck. It's based on luck, right? I mean, at most it's 30 times you can get the hero. But if you already have Lubu or heroine, it's definitely a good choice to get Lady because you already got the partnership, and it's gonna be good. So basically, that is what I think you need to have for getting Lady if you really care about the entire thing. And obviously, if you just care about having a specific hero, then you can get whatever whoever you want. But currently, what hero I use in that combination is I will use Lubu, and then I'll use Lady, and I also use Zhang Liao, and then Diao Chan, because why not, right? It's a family. If you think about it, right? I mean, Zhang Liao might probably not be the family, but I mean, if you think about the games that the fictional historical context that we always played with is usually Zhang Liao helped out Lu Bu until he died. I mean, and then Lu Bu's family, whatever. It's kind of like a story I'm trying to create, like I always do. But basically, these are the 4 heroes that I use right now. Here are the clips that I'm playing. It's a some World Tour battles, so they are not like very weak base. They're at least the same level as I am, and I'm trying to use an unawakened hero, which is, as you can see, she is still very strong. At least I can get like 1 star just with her. Currently I'm using Lady or Zhang Liao first, and then with Dao Chan, basically I gave them a second chance, and that's what really is. So when do I decide to use Lady and not Zhang Liao, or the other way around? It's dependent on the base. If the base is very like the regular ones that we always see, like big 2 squares, then I'll use Lady because the defensive structures are really evenly distributed. Then it's easy for Lady Lingqi to target the things inside. If all the defensive structures are inside, that means all the garbage building is in the outside. Then at that point, I'll use Zhang Liao because Zhang Liao can clear out the trash as well. And then when he uses skill, he will jump inside and destroy most of the defensive structure. And if it was the other way around, if the defensive structures are distributed evenly among the base, sometimes Zhang Liao will cut off his own route, and then when he finishes his skill, he will walk towards the center and then die immediately. However, using Lady, that might be different because she doesn't always dies immediately when she gets into the middle of the base, because she can freeze the things inside and save her life maybe for a little bit more, a couple more seconds, and that might be able to use her skill another time. And that case, that will be better because I mean, that's what I have been trying right now. I'm still experimenting. But after that, I'll use the other hero. So if I put Zhang Liao first, then I'll use Lady on like the far end, or vice versa, so that they could start clearing out the rest of the base. And then I'll use Lu Bu and basically all the troops and all attack at the same place where the first hero died. And then I'll use Dao Chan to revive that hero, and hopefully that's already 1 star. And if Lu Bu's fireball hits the right thing, it could be easily a 2 star, and it usually does because either Lady or Zhang Liao can attack these defensive structures inside, like the center of the base. That means there are less defensive structures in the center of the base, so it's easier for Lu Bu to hit the critical buildings that I want to, or just basically, I mean, sometimes you hit the heroes and 2 of them stands like right on the headquarters and I get that star already. It happens quite often. But this is basically the heroes that I use, the troops that I use. You can see they're not really perfect yet. I still don't know which troops to use, and I'm not using beats troops right now because first of all, I didn't really upgrade any of them, and right now I'm saving beats to enhance Lady's skill, so I'm not going to spend beats on training troops to try to make this combination work. But for now, I mean, wait until I can actually awaken her, and then Lady could be so much stronger. Because right now, I have a couple battles where Lady actually used her skill 4 times on Pang Tong and Zhuge Liang, and they're not dead yet. But if you have a maxed out Lady Awakening skill, that wouldn't happen because the Awakening skill rate does 25% of the HP, so 4 times of that will be 100. So you don't really need that. 2 or 3 times should be enough to kill any heroes with an Awakened one. So currently, it's still a very low damage hero. It's good for freezing heroes and, defensive structures. But currently, that's it. So until next time, until I got her to awaken, then I will talk about her even more. So this is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.